Hello friends, in this part we will learn how to update or edit MySQL table data in Codeigniter Framework by using Ajax method and load data in DataTables query plugin without page refresh. In previous part we have already discussing how to insert or add MySQL table data in Codeigniter Framework by using Ajax. In this we will see one more Crud operation like updating or editing of data on a single page without page refresh because we have used Ajax method for update of data in Codeigniter application. In this part we will edit data step by step. We have already load data with update and delete button link in data table. When we have click on update button, then we have fetch particular data and load that data under Bootstrap modules form, and under that form we can change that data and then after we can update data. So, in this part we will update data in Codeigniter web application by using Ajax with Bootstrap modules and data tables. We have already made database connection and we have already set base URL in previous video. This is our Crud database, and under this database we have one users table. We will insert data into this table. Now we have go Crud view page and write HTML code. In previous video we have already made Bootstrap modules, and in that modules we have already make form under this Bootstrap modules. But now we have make some changes under this form modules. Under this models first we have add one span tag with attribute that is equal to user uploaded image. Under this tag we will display uploaded user image while updating of data. Then after we have add one input type hidden tag for storing user ID data. So for this we have write input type is equal to hidden with attribute name is equal to user ID and it is equal to user ID. In this tag we will store dynamic user ID for update data. Now we have go to Crud controller, and under that controller we have go to fetch user function which we have already made under previous video. This function will return user data in table format with update and delete function. Under this function we have add class is equal to update in update button, and in delete button we have add delete class in delete button. We will use this both class for fetching value of it from this both button and jQuery code. In it attribute we have store user ID in it attribute. Now we have go to Crud view page for write jQuery code for update button click event. So we have write $document with on method, and under this method we have write click event with update button class update and function. When we have click on update button, then it will execute this code. Under this first we have write variable user ID is equal to $this selector with attribute method, and under this method we have write id. This method will fetch particular user value of id attribute from update button by using attribute method and store into user id variable. Then after we have start writing Ajax method, and under this method first we have set URL option set to base URL function with Crud controller / fetch single user function. We have send Ajax request to this URL. After this we have write method option set to post method. This will set post method for send form data. Then after we have set which data you want to send to server, define under this data option, and under this we have write user ID. After this we have write data type option set to JSON. Here we have set data type to JSON and we will receive data from server in JSON format. And lastly under success callback function, this function will be called if its send request succeeds. This will receive data from server and store under this function data argument. Under this success callback function we will write code after we have write fetch single user function in Crud controller. On this controller first we have defined fetch single user function. This function will fetch single user data from database. Under this function we have write $output variable with array data type. Under this variable we will store user data in array format. Then after we have write $this with loader class object load with model method. Under this method we have to define which model you want to load under this function. Here we have write Crud model. This will load all Crud model method under this function. After this we have write $data variable is equal to $this with Crud model with fetch single user function with one argument like $post user id variable. This function we will make under Crud model, and this function will return single user data and store under $data variable. So we have first go to Crud model and make one function with name like fetch single user function with one $user id variable. Under this function we have write $this with database class object db with where method with two argument. In first argument we have write a table column, and in second argument we have write $user id variable. Then after we have write $query variable is equal to $this with database class object db with get method. Under this method we have write users table. This will make select query like select star from users table where id is equal to $user id and store under $query variable. After this we have write return statement with $query variable with result method. This method will execute select query and return query result. Now we have again go to Crud controller fetch single user function. Under this function we have write for each loop, and this we have write $data variable as $row. Here in $data variable we have store fetch single user query execution result. Under this loop we have write $output first name variable is equal to $row variable with first name table column name. Then after we have write $output last name variable is equal to $row variable with last name table column name. After this we have write if statement with condition like $row with object image not equal to blank. This condition will check this $row image is not equal to blank, then it will execute if block of code. But suppose $row with image object value is blank, then it will execute else block of code. Suppose that user has image, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block we have write $output user image variable is equal to image tag with source is equal to base URL function with upload folder name /$row with object image. Here we have store particular image data and image tag. Then after we have write input type is equal to hidden with attribute name is equal to hidden user image, and under value we have store value of $row with image object. But suppose $row image object value is blank, then it will execute else block of code, and under this block we have write $output user image variable is equal to input type is equal to hidden with attribute name is equal to hidden user image with blank value. So we have store user data with image in $output array variable. Now we want to send this data to success callback function in JSON format. So we have write echo statement with JSON encode function with argument like $output variable. This function will convert PHP array to JSON string. Now we have go Crud view update button success callback function, and under this function we have write $with modal id user modal with modal method, and under this method we have write show. This will pop up modal on web page. When modal will pop up, then under modal form will be load with that modal, so we have write with first name text box id first name with value method, and under this method we have write data.firstName. This will load first name data in first name text box. Then after we have write with last name, which is an id of last name text box with value method, and under this method we have write data.lastName. It will load last name data in last name text box. Now we want to change modal title from add user to edit user, so we have write $modal title class with text method, and under this method we have write edit user. After this we want to add value of user ID and hidden user id tag, so we have write $with hidden tag id user ID with value method, and under this method we have write user id variable. This will assign user ID variable value to this hidden tag with id user ID. Then after we want to display user image, which we have fetched from user table under span tag with id user uploaded image. So we have write $with user uploaded image with HTML method, and under this method we have write data.user image. This will display user image under the span tag. And lastly we want to change value of form submit button from add to edit, so we have write $with button id action with value method, and under this method we have write text edit. This will change submit value from add to edit. Friends, you can see that when we have click on any user update button, then that user data has been appear with modal and form field has been filled by that user data. We can also see the image of that user and submit button text has been changed to add to edit. Now when we have click on this button, then form has been submitted, and this event jQuery code we have already write in previous video. So we have go to jQuery code of form submit event, and here you can see that we have already validate text box and image in this code. If it's validation done perfect, then it send requested to this Crud controller user action function, and after request successfully send, then it will hide model and it will update data table data. So we have go to user action function, and under this function we have write if statement with condition like $post with action variable is equal to edit. Here action is the name of submit button. Here it will check if submit button value is equal to edit, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block we have write $1 user image variable is equal to blank value. Under this variable we will store the user image data. Then after we have write if statement with condition like $files user image name variable not equal to blank, it will check value of this $files user image name value not equal to blank. If value is not equal to blank, then it will execute if block of code, and under this block we have write $user image variable is equal to $this with upload image function. This function which we have already make in previous video, and this function will upload user image and return image name and store under this $user image variable. But suppose we have not select user image from file tag, then value of this user image is blank, then it will execute else block of code, and under this block we have write $user image variable is equal to $this with input class object with post method with name like hidden user image. Under this post variable we have store name of user image and store under $user image variable. Then after we have write $update data variable is equal to array, and in first key we have write first name with value like $this with input with post method, and under this method we have like first name post variable. In second key we have write last name with value like $this with input with post method, and under this we have write last name post variable. And in last key we have write image with value like $user image variable. So we have stored data in $updated data variable in array format. Then after we have write $this with Crud model with update Crud method with 2 argument. In first argument we have write $this with input with post user ID, which is an hidden post variable, and in second argument we have write $updated data variable. We will make this update Crud function in Crud model, and this function will update user data. Lastly, in this function we have write echo statement with text like data updated. This will display on front hand side. Now we have go to Crud model, and under this model we have make function with name update Crud with two argument like $user_id variable and $data variable. Under this update we have write $this with database class object db with where method 2 argument. First argument we have write table column id, and in second argument we have write $user_id variable. Then after we have write $this with database class object db with update method with 2 argument. In first argument we have write users table, and in second argument we have write $data variable. This code will produce update query and execute that query, and user data will be updated. So our code is ready for update user data in Codeigniter Framework by using Ajax. So we have saved this code and check output in browser. Friends, you can see that user data and data tables with update and delete button. When we have click on first user update button, then modal has been pop up on web page, and under modal we can see one formed with field, and that field has been filled by that user data in text box and image display below file tag. Text of submit button has been changed from add to edit. First we have changed user image, so we have select new image from file tag and click on edit button. After clicking data update alert message has been appear on web page, and the data table that user image has been changed. Now we have again click on update button, and now we have change user data in text box and click on edit button. So we can see updated user and data tables plugin. For making this type of CRUD system by using Ajax request in Codeigniter. In this system we can update data with image upload in Codeigniter with Ajax. So we can edit or update data with image upload by using bootstrap modals and data tables in Codeigniter by using Ajax method without refreshing of page. This is the single page CRUD application in which we can update or edit data without going to other page. So friends, if you like this video tutorial, please share this video with your friends, or even you can also share video tutorial on social media also. Friends, if you want to get more update of my video tutorial, so you can subscribe my YouTube channel. Friends, you can also like my Facebook page, or you can also follow Webs Listen on Twitter.